I need your help. I need your help. Hello and welcome back. I hope you're having a great day today. Thank you in advance for watching this video and also weighing in on this. I'm unsure what I'm going to do about a certain thing, and I figured I would ask you. You always give great advice, and I always go to the comments to see what you have to say. And I figure I would ask you and see what you thought about this. So short story long, I'm working on my debt snowball, right? So next in line is the TD account, and it's going well. I think I have about $1,200 left to pay on that one, and it'll be done. And I'm really excited about that. So you know that recently I called to ask for interest rate reductions on all of my cards. TD said no. I kept calling. American Express offered another card to transfer balances to, and the TD was the first to go. It actually had like an interest of 25.24%. So it was so high. It was next in line. And so I got the American Express card at 0% interest for an introductory period and moved the TD balance over there. And that has saved me so much month over month. And even though it was next in line to pay, just a couple months of not having to pay that makes a big difference. Next up is my state employees, and that has a balance of about $3,900, and it's my next smallest balance, but it's also my lowest interest rate at 10.25%. So though I'll really be excited about getting rid of that one and getting rid of all of them, really, I'm kind of thinking about doing something with that one. So when I was calling around for the interest rate reductions and I got the American Express card at 0% interest, I thought, you know, maybe I ought to take this a little bit further. Maybe I ought to see what else I can do. So I applied for this other card that they had sent me an application for, saying that I was pre-approved, applied for it, and they said, we'll let you know. And I was like, you'll let me know? I mean, I have an excellent credit score. On one side of things, I am happy about that. That's a great thing. On the other side of things, I could kind of care less at times, but I knew that I had a good enough score to be able to get another card. So I didn't hear anything back from them. I just kept plugging along. Then I get an email saying that I was approved and that my card would be on its way. So I thought, cool, I can transfer something to that card and save even more interest. So get this, they approved me for $7,500. Yes, and quick tip, I was filling out the application, and in a section in the application, it asked, do you have other cards you would like to transfer the balance from? And I said, oh, yes. So I put down everything. And I think because I put down so great a balance over those other cards, they were just like, okay, well, we can't give you that much on a credit card, but let's see what we can do. They evaluated it and they came back with $7,500, which is very substantial, with a 0% introductory rate for balance transfers. I'm here for it. And I can move my American Express to that card. Now, the American Express is at 17.24%. So moving it to the 0% card for the rest of my debt payoff plan is just something I'm really elated about. I'm just glad to be able to get that interest savings. Yes. And last month's interest payment on the American Express was over $95. $95 I don't have to pay in interest for that American Express. So I'm just super excited about that. So again, all these things got me to thinking. So this is what I'm thinking. And please let me know what you think about this. And if you think it's not a great idea, let me know that. I think it's a decent idea. And of course, I understand I could get another 0% interest card. Some of you already know how I feel about having like a million cards. I would essentially have a card for every card I have now. But I also financially understand it makes sense to move it over and save that interest payment, and I'll be out of debt sooner. So I get that as well. Taking that off the table, if I didn't want to apply for another card and get another card, tell me what you think about this. Okay, so the state employees has a balance of about $3,900. I should be paying off the TD within the next couple months, and then I'll start to pay that one off. I would say my debt snowball payment overall is at about $1,000 on that next smallest debt. It's grown to a substantial amount of putting towards the smallest debt. So Discover is next after the SECU, and that interest rate is 16.99%. So what I was thinking was that as I pay off the state employees, I can move over the Discover balance to the state employees. So it will save me an interest from 16.99% on the Discover to 10.25% on the state employees. And there's a zero balance transfer fee. Yes, I will not be charged to make that transfer. And I'll be saving 6.74% in interest on the balance that I transfer to the state employees. So, I'm thinking it's a pretty good idea, but let me know what you think. I think some savings is better than nothing, but at the same time, like maybe that's just too much movement. Like, am I doing too much? Like, is that a little too much movement? I'm thinking about making it in $500 increments in the meantime. And then once I really start focusing on paying off the SECU, then I will make large moves over to the state employees. So then the Discover will be totally moved to the state employees, saving me a little bit in interest there. Let me know what you think about that. I am going to show you my 2019 debt payoff plan and show you how this affects that as well. In this 2019 debt payoff plan, I am scheduled to pay off my TD balance in June. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get that paid off next month. At least that's my goal. That is what I love about this layout and this plan, is that you can peek into the future and say, you know what? All I have is that much in that month. I think I'm going to try to get that done sooner. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get that TD paid off in May as opposed to June. That gets me started paying off the SECU sooner as well. And then you can see that the Discover is scheduled to pay off at the beginning of next year. I'm hoping I can squeeze that debt payoff into 2019. Like, that would be so exciting if I can do that. And if I can save interest, I know that it's a possibility. So there are the advantages there, that I could pay off that Discover even sooner as well. I also went out online. I went to Google and looked for a balance transfer calculator just to see like if it would make sense to move just for 6.74%. I think that's substantial, but I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I need your advice. So I looked it up, and you can see here that the balance on the Discover at the current interest rate of 16.99% and their calculated payment, once moved to the SECU at a starting and continuing interest rate of 10.25%, how much it saves me over the course of the loan. So of course you can see here, it gives me hundreds of months to pay it off. I know I'll probably have it paid off this year. Worst case scenario, first quarter of next year, according to my plan. And so it won't take as long as they're listing out here, but you can see just in that move how much it'll save me over time. And of course it's saying over $1,000. It just doesn't calculate all the extra payments I'm gonna make on this to pay it down. But I calculate it to be at least an interest savings of a couple $100s, if not a little bit more. I'm thinking it's a good idea, but I want to know what you think. Please, in the comments, let me know what you think about this. And that is, again, as I pay off the SECU, that balance at 10.25%, moving over the Discover's balance to the SECU with a $0 balance transfer fee, and from a Discover card at 16.99%, if it's worth the move for the next 8 months or so. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you in advance for sharing. If you think it's a good idea and you're just like, go with the girl, give this video a thumbs up. Again, thanks in advance for watching, for all of your suggestions and advice. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next time.